So today we're diving into a parent's really heartfelt review of a simple toy. But this isn't really about Squishmallows. It's about a much bigger insight into what our kids need emotionally, especially in a world that is always asking them to perform. Let's get into it. This one sentence right here, it just gets to the heart of everything, doesn't it? It's a feeling I think so many parents can relate to. Beyond all the report cards and the achievements, there's this deep down desire for our kids to just feel at peace. And that really sets the stage for this whole story. So, what was the problem this parent was even trying to solve? Well, it wasn't bad grades, it wasn't misbehavior, it was something way more subtle. It was this quiet tension that his thoughtful, sensitive 8-year-old daughter would bring home with her after a long day of just trying to do well. And this really breaks it down. You've got a kid who's emotionally sensitive, who just soaks up more from her day than she really knows how to let go of. And when that feeling gets to be too much, where does she turn? To a screen. But here's the key insight from the parent. It wasn't about the show or the game. It was for comfort. It was just an easy escape. So seeing this, the parent made a really counterintuitive choice. Instead of another educational app or another game or some other structured thing to do, he went for a toy that was designed to do absolutely nothing. He decided on an answer that had 0 rules. And this gets right to the heart of his intention. The point wasn't to keep her busy or entertained. The point was to give her a tool, something she could physically hold onto that just felt safe and soft and grounding when the world felt like it was a bit too much. And this comparison just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got your typical educational toys, which are all about hitting goals, performing, and learning new skills. And on the other side, you have this thing. No goals, no performance. Its only real feature is, well, that it's soft. That's it. And here's the crucial idea. The parent realized his daughter spends her entire day learning and trying and achieving. But what she doesn't get is permission to just stop, to just rest emotionally. The toy was meant to be like a physical symbol of that permission. Even the moment she got them was intentionally low pressure. The parent didn't build it up, there was no hype, and her reaction, it wasn't a big loud squeal of excitement. It was quiet. She just picked one up and hugged it. Her body language said it all. This wasn't about getting a new toy. It was about finding a new comfort. Okay, so did this super simple do-nothing approach actually work? Well, after just a couple of days, the parents started noticing some really surprising changes in their daily life. The toy didn't suddenly become the main event of her playtime. Not at all. Instead, it just kind of seamlessly wove its way into her life as this quiet little companion. She'd hug one when she was reading, or keep one next to her while drawing, and yeah, she'd even bring one to the couch. It just became this constant calming presence. Okay, this is the big one, right? The question every parent is asking. In this endless battle over screens, could something so simple, so soft, actually make a real difference in a kid's screen habits? And the answer is so fascinating. The toys didn't have to compete with the tablet for her attention. Instead, they went deeper. They actually filled the emotional need that was pushing her toward the screen in the first place, that need to self-soothe. Holding something soft was often enough to just quiet that internal tension. And you could actually see the results. The parent noticed she was on her tablet for shorter amounts of time. But more importantly, she could stop more easily. She could move on to the next thing without that usual fight or frustration. And here's the amazing part. All of this happened without a single new rule about screen time. So this whole experience, it really points to a much bigger idea. It's not really about this specific toy, but it's about what that toy represents. It's about the deep value of giving a child a tool for their own emotional regulation. There's always that worry. Are comfort objects making kids too soft? Well, the parent addresses this head on, and he reframes it so beautifully. The ability to comfort yourself, to manage your own emotional state, that's not a weakness. That is one of the most important life skills anyone can ever learn. And you can see how it all connects here. When a child has something that helps her feel emotionally safe, the benefits just ripple out. She's less reactive, she's more communicative, and ultimately, she just gets better at handling her own big feelings. The parent has this perfect word for it: recovery. He defines it as the emotional rest that absolutely has to follow the hard work of learning. So you see, it's not a break from learning, it's a critical part of the learning cycle. So, what's the right place for a tool like this? Well, it's not meant to take the place of active, creative, or exploratory play. Not at all. Its real job is for those in-between moments. The transition home from school, the quiet wind down at night, the bedtime routine. It's a tool for decompression. And that just brings us right back to the beginning, doesn't it? Back to that original intention, which was so simple, but also so incredibly profound. The goal was never to distract her or to keep her busy. The goal was just to help her feel calm. So, what's the big takeaway here? I think it's this final thought from the parent. In a world that is constantly, relentlessly pushing our kids to do more, be more, achieve more, maybe the most valuable, most loving thing we can give them is just a moment of peace, permission to rest, and something soft and quiet to hold on to.